Hi there, I'm Kim from the blog queenofheartsclub.com. I've spent the past year experimenting with ways to lower my blood pressure through habit formation. In 2021, I lowered my blood pressure from an average of 154 over 105 to an average of 125 over 74 naturally, without the use of medication. In 2022, I'm making one video per week every Sunday to show you exactly how I did that. So join me as I continue to explore the benefits of heart-healthy food, wellness habits, and joyful living. Hi there, and welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video, where I take you through a typical day in my life eating to control my blood pressure. So everything I'm making today is relatively simple. I've had just a few really busy days lately, and sometimes when life gets a bit crazy, it can be tempting to eat things that are more convenient. And these convenience foods tend to be a little bit less healthy. And I don't think anyone should ever feel ashamed about partaking in some convenience foods, but I also feel like typically when I have these busy days, it's just as easy to make something very simple, very quickly, and still continue to eat the foods that can help contribute to lower blood pressure. So when I find myself in this situation, I find that I feel better when I'm turning toward these healthier options. So this morning, I'm having my coffee with some almond milk, some maple syrup, and some collagen peptides. So almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, has calcium and vitamin E, and then maple syrup has some calcium, potassium, iron, zinc, and manganese. And then the collagen peptides that I use is really for my joints. These are basically just kind of like a protein powder is how you can think of them. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body, and taking this supplement can help ease the joint pain of osteoarthritis, which is something I was actually just recently diagnosed with. I wanted to show you how these cork pod holders were holding up since we did our recent video with the coffee bar revamp. If you want to see that, I'll link it down below. But the Amazon reviews of these cork boards said that the sticky stuff on the back tends to come off sometimes, but we haven't had any issues with that. It's stayed up there very nicely, and it's working out very well. And this is the cabinet rehaul that we did there is also working out very well. The organization is working for us. I wanted to show you the collagen peptides that I use are the Vital Proteins peptides. I also tried the Thrive Market brand, but they don't tend to dissolve as well as these Vital Proteins collagen peptides do in my coffee every morning. And I definitely don't want to taste my protein powder when I'm having it in the morning. So it's nice to go back to something that has worked for me in the past. I also wanted to show you these adorable little sponge holders and sponges. See how the sponge just goes into the holder and it looks like an embroidered little sign, but that's actually a sponge in there, and there's some drip holes in the bottom so that your sponge can drain. I just think it's adorable. It's the first thing I ever purchased off TikTok, and it came with these extra little sponges. Not gonna wash themselves is really the one that did it for me. Took me over the top, made me buy it. So for breakfast today, I'm having some Brussels sprouts with some bacon and some eggs on top of that. Now, I know what you're thinking. Brussels sprouts for breakfast is a little bit weird, right? But I just really love it. I love cutting up the bacon and cooking that up in the cast iron skillet. And then I love adding the Brussels sprouts to that as well. It just makes for a really warm and a really easy, simple dish in the morning. And Brussels sprouts have vitamin C, vitamin K, B6, iron, omega-3 fatty acids. They're really good for you. And really, honestly, it doesn't take that much time to cut up the Brussels sprouts and throw them in the pan and cook them up. And they're nice and crispy. And they turn out really yummy. Now, bacon, on the other hand, provides many fewer vitamins and minerals compared to the Brussels sprouts or some other meats, but it does contain potassium and magnesium. So there's your justification. I do try to make sure the bacon that I'm using has the fewest ingredients possible. And also, if you're going sugar-free, you should know that they do sometimes use sugar in the curing process, but sugar-free bacon is available. So all you have to do is make sure you're checking your labels if you want to go that route. And this really comes out lovely and crispy and yummy. Now, you know that I love my Vital Farms eggs. And eggs have a host of vitamins and minerals. Protein, vitamin A, folate, B2, B12, B5, selenium, which acts as an antioxidant. And when you put the Brussels sprouts and the bacon into a bowl and then top it with an egg, it is so scrumptious and really so easy for this morning that I just really needed something simple, something that I could throw in the pan and be done with very quickly and make sure that I'm getting my nutrient benefits as well. Now, lunch was the ultimate convenience food. This is a little Greek place in South Austin called Tino's, and I just got a Topo Chico with some lime, and I took it out to this lovely park and had a nice relaxing meal that was also very convenient and also relatively healthy. I do have a list of some healthy restaurant options that are low sugar or sugar-free on my website, and I will link to that below. And this was such a beautiful day to be out here and enjoying my meal. And it was so, so good. For dinner, I had another very easy meal. I made these already made taco shells from Siete. I have some taco seasoning that I make myself and just always have in the pantry ready to go. I shredded up some cheddar cheese, had some salsa and sour cream from the fridge, and we just had some really easy tacos for dinner. This is always something that's readily available on those days when I feel like I've just too busy to think or do anything else or make any plans for dinner. You can see these taco shells are actually quite a bit broken up. We have had this box of taco shells for a while, so maybe that had something to do with it, but it worked out well anyway. We just used them as nachos. Now, my husband used to work at Taco Bell, and he has this lovely idea for making taco meat that he stole from there, that basically you put in your taco seasoning and then you put in a little cornstarch and a little water, and then that cooks down and it thickens the taco meat a little bit. I went a little overboard with the cornstarch there, had a little spillage, but you know, these things happen. And when you put the water in, that cornstarch cooks down and it's almost like a gravy kind of consistency. But that is how Taco Bell gets their meat to be so yummy. And so that's what we do at home as well. Kind of like our own little Taco Bell. And it is so quick and easy to make. Everything is already in my pantry. And, I'm making a mess, but that's okay. And these are the tacos. And some salsa right there. My son trying to get in the shot. And they were very yummy and very easy. And here's the nachos my husband made with some cheese on top. And he's going to put a little sour cream there. And that's it. That was a full day of eating. Thanks for watching this video. If you got this far, please consider leaving a thumbs up down below. It really helps my channel with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see more content, then come back every Sunday. I make one video a week. And yeah, so I'll see you next week.